Welcome everyone to the 5-minute coffee break. We have Sameer here today to talk about 10x and its benefit. Hi Sameer.
Hi Priyansha.
How are you enjoying your coffee today?
Absolutely, this is my break time.
Alright, so we're going to change that for a minute. Alright, so I'm going to ask you some quick questions. So I'm expecting you to answer them as quickly as possible, right?
Okay, I'll try my best.
So that your coffee doesn't get cold.
Yeah.
You have to do that. Okay. So, I've been hearing this word called 10x benefits a lot lately. Have you been too?
Yes, I've heard this word a lot. It's a management framework. I keep hearing it.
Alright, so let's just, you tell us what it is. First question, what it is.
Good. Thanks for asking. See, this, like I said, it's a management framework. One of the key objectives when you're using it is to set some kind of business objectives for you, which are not really incremental, but actually 10 times more than the present situation. And you can use this in any business initiative. So if you are setting up new technologies or if you are adopting new ways of doing things, then rather than just targeting few percentage increase in the benefits, you can try it 10 times, and that is 10x benefits really.
Okay, so why it is useful then?
Okay, why it is useful? Yeah, I'll try to attempt this in the context of the context that we work in. So you can take an example. Imagine you are using you're planning to totally change the capability of your L&D organization, and you go for implementing articulate storyline as some of our customers have done. Then what you can do is you can say, how can I implement it in such a way that I can get 10 times the benefit? But let me tell you how it is really done. So it actually happens in 3 stages, or at least 2 stages.
Okay.
Where the first stage for you is always to have a shorten target, where you try to get the immediate benefits out of the the obvious features of that platform. So the first stage is just that. Try to go for obvious. Right. The second stage is when you start getting 10 times, 9 times, 8 times, that many multiple times benefits.
Right.
That's when you have really put the foundation of the technology correctly. And now you're changing your processes. And now you're trying to use your processes in such a way that you can actually utilize some of the really, really good features that are available in the tool, or some of the ways in which you can actually use that platform, in which you can actually have more people work on it.
Right.
So this is how you implement it.
Right.
This is how you use it.
That sounds great, but because this is our 5 minutes coffee break, so what we do is we turn the table around. So this is the time, the point where I'm turning the table. So why should I not be looking at 10x benefits?
Okay, so now that's a very curious question. We always must challenge. Actually, I thank you for asking it this way. What happens is that if your intention is to say 10x benefits and you can totally trip, if you make the problem statement look like this, and you say, when I put this tool in place, I should start getting 10 times the benefit.
Right.
This becomes really unrealistic. And then what happens is that you start comparing everything. You start believing that something will come and change everything 10 times in your first go itself. But you have to understand, your adoption, when you become ready for change like this, takes steps. So when you should not use it, to your question, or when it could be totally wrong way to look at it, when you really have not got a long-term plan or a big long cycle sponsorship for something, you must involve your top leadership team in such things where you planning 10x benefits, because it takes more than just obvious changes. It requires you to change your processes also. That may require top management intervention a lot of times.
So that kind of answers all my questions for today. You can get back to your coffee and I'll go grab my tea.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.